So, hi, everybody. So, when you get on, say hi, say where you're watching from. I have got some fun stuff for tonight to talk about, and I'm super excited. I love microdermabrasion. I wish you could all be participating. Normally, when I do a party or anything like that, I send out samples in advance. And sometimes when we've had these Thursday nights, I've had enough time to send samples. But this month, I've just kind of done it sans samples just to see how that goes. But we're going to do something similar in Partying Pink in May, but I'll wait and talk about that later. I don't want to give you too much. So let me see. I got to look at my phone, make sure everything's cool. Oh, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all feeling good. All right. So so I'm Michelle Fox, by the way. If you are new, lovely to meet you. I am a Mary Kay consultant. I have been for over 20 years, loving every minute of it. And tonight I just want to go through my nighttime skincare routine. I'm going to be using our most popular skincare. It is Time-Wise Miracle Set 3D. And then, like I said, I'm adding the microdermabrasion. So I'll be demonstrating that for you and kind of explaining all of the, the ins and outs of how it works and how it feels and all that good stuff. But before we do, if you are out there, I would love for you to say hi, say where you're watching from. Tell me if you're in your PJs. It's funny when I get done with this and I come out of my office, my husband's like, why are you in your pajamas? But it's very comfy. Matter of fact, these are the most comfortable pajamas. These are Vera Wang, and I got them from Kohl's. And they are like that really soft, I don't know, is this fleece? It's not flannel. It's like, feels like rabbit. It's like really soft. I love it. So, okay, we've got, if you're watching the replay, say hashtag replay. We are going to have prizes every week, but the prize that I announced this week is from the participation the previous week. So you have to stay till the end tonight to find out who won from last week. And if you want to get your name in the drawing for this week, then all I ask is that you just make a comment, ask a question, send me a heart so that I'm feeling the love, whatever. But the more that we interact, the more it helps boost our presence on Facebook. And something really wacky is happening, and we're going to talk about that after the demonstration. But Facebook, they can do whatever they want whenever they want, and they've done something where they've changed the setup of the groups, and they've eliminated certain things that I had already put into place. And so then I have to go back and change those defaults. And sometimes I don't know which ones they've changed. And so it's making me a little bit bananas. But there's one that I need for you all to check. But I'll have you do that in a minute. So, okay. So we've said welcome. We're all good here. And I think we'll just jump in. Now, my phone, I'm looking at my phone over here to see. And it says we've got 0 post reach, which is crazy. So that's like an example of what I'm saying. Used to be like live video, anybody that was on would see it. So it's just crazy. Like something is awry. But whenever you do get on, say hi. So I know you're here. But anyway, so I would love for all my new friends to pay attention to what I'm using. And if you see something that you would like to try, jot that down, because everything I'm using tonight, I have samples of, and I can easily send them to you or drop them off. But when I start out my nighttime routine, without fail, I use the oil-free eye makeup remover as my very first step. And it is separated because it removes both water-based and waterproof products. It cleanses and conditions your eye area, including your eyelashes. And you may be able to tell I don't have any makeup on today. I'm kind of getting lazy about that. If I'm not doing like a fancy video, I don't get fixed up. Oh, well, sorry. But anyway, so our eye area is very delicate, very sensitive. The skin is very thin, and we need products specifically made for the eye area. And even when we are using facial cleansers and moisturizers, if you look carefully, it usually says not intended for the eye area. So you actually need something specifically to cleanse the eye area. So as I was saying, I don't have any eye makeup on today, but just to clean, you know how you just kind of feel kind of yucky along your lash line, but also, like it or not, we do have eyelash mites. And so you want to keep the dead skin and the old mascara and those kinds of just that crud out of your lashes. And this is what does the trick. But this is safe for contact lens wearers. And it's just super gentle and non-greasy. So like if right now I wanted to put on makeup, no problem. Whereas other makeup removers typically have sort of a greasy residue, and so you can't follow it by applying makeup. And that is not the case with this. It's oil-free. It's fabulous. I would say it's in my top 5 best-selling products. So this is something that you want to have on your shelf for sure. I'm going to tuck that over there. So this is fascinating. I can't believe I haven't said this in a while. Do you know that only 20% of the signs of aging, the visible signs of aging, is actually due to the aging process? Only 20%. Pause and reflect, okay? That means 80% of what looks like age has nothing to do with aging. Is that nuts or is that nuts? So if you have any thoughts on that, put in the comments what you think is causing you to age other than the aging process. Can you think, you follow me? So put in the comments if you have any guesses on that. I was like, okay, wait a minute, what? Like I had to, and then I thought, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. So like sun, I don't know, maybe smoking. Yes and yes, but so much more. Stress, poor diet, environmental, like smog and things like that. You can be a hereditary issue. Did I say lack of sleep? It's just amazing. And a lot of those things you can address just through lifestyle changes. Crazy, right? So when you combine the fact that you can start using, products that are going to cleanse and take care of the smog and the dirt and whatever residue is on your face, you can use products to protect yourself from sun damage. You can use moisturizers to replenish, any hydration that you've lost, that you can take charge of that. You are in control. It's just very empowering. I was very, very excited when I really understood what that meant. So anyway, you want to always cleanse your face. You've got dirt, oil, old makeup, anything. So imagine wiping your finger across the windshield of your car at any point in the day. All that same stuff that is just in the air is on your skin. It's not just going on your windshield. As you are out and about, you are getting that same deposit on your skin. So you need to clean your face, whether you wear makeup or not, whether you've got oily skin or not. And so I love to use the 4-in-1 cleanser from the Time Wise line. It's 4-in-1 because it cleanses dirt, oil, and makeup. It deep cleans your pores. That's like a freshener. It exfoliates, which is getting rid of the dead skin. And unique to Mary Kay, it brightens your skin. And that is something that we discovered. We use navy bean extract, and it's not that it lightens your skin, it brightens it. It just brings back the glow that has been missing or that has been diminishing. And it's like the coolest thing ever. So this, when I demo it, I don't put water on my face ahead of time. Some people do. I'm like, I'm fine doing it like this. But when I'm in the bathroom, I've got water running. I'll put that in my fingers. I'll get it wet, so that it kind of thins it out. But it really doesn't lather. This one is normal to dry, and it's a creamy cleanser. You can feel some like grit in there to help kind of exfoliate. And it smells amazing. It what am I thinking? What is the, trying to think of the ingredient that gives it that wonderful smell. Dragon fruit? Or is that, I'll have to think on that. I think that might be in the botanical effects line. But it just has such a fresh and really nice smell, but it's not an artificial fragrance. And if you are combination to oily skin, then the version of this that you would use is a thinner gel rather than like that creamy look, and that does lather. But even though it's like a cream, and you might think it doesn't give you a deep down clean, au contraire, mon frère. I speak French. Oh my gosh. But it is a very nice, deep, clean feeling without feeling, over dry, like overstretched and tight, and like where it went, overboard. It just feels really, really nice. And so I love that it's a multitasker, and it also is age fighting. We have the resveratrol and other peptides and vitamins in there. And so that fights fine lines and wrinkles, and just makes you look amazing. People see results as early as 2 weeks, but you feel it the very first time you use it. I think anytime I've ever demoed it, people have remarked that they're just amazed that they can feel it already. Let's see, I've got I wish you could see. I've got this computer, another computer, my phone, and then a monitor. And this monitor is saying, sorry, we're having trouble displaying your video, but then everything else I can see. So I don't know. I never know what to pay attention to. I just keep going. I have television. Okay, so I cleansed the eye area. I've cleansed my whole face. This is where we would jump in with the microdermabrasion. So this is not part of the miracle set. This is like a separate entity. So microdermabrasion has 2 steps. If you purchase the set, you can purchase them separately, but step 1 is the refine step. So this is the gritty feeling stuff that really sort of I want to say files down, but it buffs. There's a better word. It buffs your skin. But the ingredients in our refined step for our microdermabrasion are the main ingredient is the same ingredient that many dermatologists use. So when you compare the cost of this whole set really to what you pay for a microdermabrasion experience, treatment, whatever, you can have this set and do it yourself over and over for, several weeks, months for the same price as one treatment would cost in a dermatologist's office. So this, even though you might think of it gritty like sand, it is so fine. It is very finely milled. It's not even visible. Like you can't even see the grits, the gritses. And yet it is very powerful. Like you can definitely feel it doing its job. And one thing that you can do to give it even a little more oomph is to use the Skinvigorate cleansing system. It's a brush. It's a sonic brush. And so sometimes I will use that when I do the microdermabrasion. But so this is a physical exfoliator. Physical because I'm physically, using my hands to do the exfoliating. There's also a chemical exfoliator, and we're going to be doing that next week. What a coincidence. But you can put a little more pressure on the areas where your skin is maybe thicker or rougher, or that you want to address something. For some reason, the last probably 5 or 6 years, I've had like this section of my face, and it's only on the left side, and it's just kind of bumpy. You can't really see it, but I can feel it. And so I, tend to really focus on that area there. I attribute everything to aging. I don't know what it's from. But so that's very simple. And when you are in front of the sink, you would rinse this off really, really well. It does feel kind of yucky if you have any left on your face, but when you've got plenty of water, it's pretty easy to get it off. When you're using just a washcloth, it's a little trickier. But now this, I mean, you know your face is clean after you've done this for sure. And especially, in areas where like your pores are dirty, that it just feels good to just know that you really got in there nice and deep. So exfoliating can be done like at different levels. And you have like your everyday, your daily exfoliator, which is we've incorporated into our 4-in-1 cleanser. And that's sort of like the bare minimum. It's just at the surface. And then you've got a physical exfoliator where you're, sanding off, where you're sort of you're working off, you're buffing off the dead skin to a greater degree than what this was able to do. And then next week we'll talk about the chemical exfoliator that goes even deeper. So they do something similar, but it's sort of like on a sliding scale, and they can be used, cohesively or together. So which way do I want to go? I'll put it over here. The step 2 for our microdermabrasion is a pore minimizer, pore P-O-R-E. And it also has botanicals that really soothe your skin. You can see that my skin is kind of red. It doesn't hurt, but it feels, when you put on the botanicals, it just has that very cooling, soothing feeling. So this is closing up the pores. We've just cleaned them out really, really well. Now we want to close them, but then also this is giving the appearance of smaller pores. And like I said, it's refreshing and soothing your face. So some people will skip this step, think that they don't really need it. But usually, this is what I've found. When Mary Kay puts things together in a set, they do it for a reason. And anytime that I let somebody or say, "Oh, okay, yeah, whatever, just get step 1," they end up at some point coming back like, that really left my face feeling, and I'm like, "Oh, that's because you need step 2." So I just feel like, especially the first time that you get it, you need to buy it as a set. That's my thought, okay? But I'm not the boss of you. Ooh. And one thing too about this pore minimizer, it's very silky. It has like that very silky, satiny texture. So it just really makes your skin feel really smooth. So it's making it look smooth, feel smooth. It's improving the appearance of your pores, making them look smaller. So, do I look amazing? Probably. So that's the microdermabrasion. So like I said, you can buy it as a set. You can buy it separately. You can even buy the pore minimizer separately if you just wanted to use that because you're concerned about the appearance of your pores. Okay, easy peasy, right? And then you can do that, once or twice a week. If you really feel the need, you could do it every other day, but that would only be, if you've got pretty thick skin, as they say. Most people would only probably need to do it twice a week, I think. And so then for the next step of the miracle set, so we've done our 4-in-1 cleanser, and then in the evening, we are going to use a night cream and then an eye cream. If it were morning, we would use our day cream and then the eye cream. So let me just tell you a quick second about the day cream. This is fabulous. It is more of a cream than a lotion. Our previous age-fighting moisturizer was thinner, like a lotion. And so when we came out with this, it just kind of seemed like, wait, what, change, alert. And so if you're used to the previous version, I will warn you that you really need to use less. And even back then, when we had the other one, we would tell people, you don't need very much. You don't need very much. You really don't. And that was true then, but it is especially true now. So this, I would say a pea-size amount, truly, a green pea, is enough for your whole face. And if you're doing your neck and your face, then maybe double that. We have it available in normal to dry and combination to oily, just like the other. And then you also have a choice of with or without sunscreen. For the most part, I would encourage people to use sunscreen during the day. Some people have sensitivities to that, so that would be your choice. Alrighty, moving on. I'm going to try the night cream, which, I thought that to me, they feel kind of similar. My husband thinks that the night cream feels different. I don't know. So all of you that have the Time Wise Miracle Set, tell me what you think about that. I I feel like they feel the same. I don't know, but he thinks that the nighttime is like heavier. I I just love them both. I really do. It's I've never liked the feeling of lotion because I've never been super dry. I always had like normal skin, and I don't like to feel it. I don't want to feel oily or greasy, and I just, since I didn't need it for years, I didn't use it. Big mistake. But what I love about Mary Kay products is that it does what it needs to do, and it doesn't hang out any longer than it has to. So when you put this on, it just absorbs right into your skin so that your skin feels amazing, but what you're feeling afterward is just your really smooth, soft, amazing skin. You're not feeling the lotion, the best example of that is our hand cream. You put our hand cream on, it just like absorbs, and your hands feel like incredible, but they are not greasy, tacky, weird where you can't turn on the light because you've got too much grease on your fingers. It's just the best. Our hand cream is the best. Okay, moving on. So then we also have our Age Minimize eye cream. Is that what it's called? Let me look. Oh my gosh, I actually said that right. It's Time Wise Age Minimize 3D Eye Cream. Whew. Sometimes I just make things up as I go along. So this is our eye cream, and this is fantastic. This, again, a little goes a long way. So I usually put even less than a pea-size amount on my ring finger. That looks like more on the monitor, but it really isn't. And I distribute it between my two ring fingers. This is a much thinner consistency than the previous, than what I was just showing you. And this, you want to go around your orbital bone, like this whole area here, this big circle, and kind of tap it in with that ring finger. So I'm pretty sure you know why we use our ring finger, but why don't you put in the comments, why do you think we use our ring finger? Why don't we use our pinky? I don't think I'm coordinated enough to use a pinky. But we use our ring finger because it is a weaker finger. And we just, again, want to be really delicate in this eye area. So the skin there is just so thin, and it just doesn't have the bounce back ability that other skin does. So I'm putting this farther away from my eye than you might expect me to. And there's a reason for that too. This is because the warmth of our body is going to draw that cream both ways. It's going to be drawing it, toward my lashes. It's going to be drawing it up this way as well. So it's going to cover a bigger area. It's going to cover the whole eye area. This eye cream fights fine lines and wrinkles, brightens your skin, and because of that, then it also takes away the under eye darkness. So this has, I would say, is more multifaceted than any of the previous eye creams that we've had. So this is amazing. And this lasts a long time because you really need such a tiny amount. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you learned something and had a little fun. Next week, same time, same station, and we will do the glycolic facial peel. Okay? So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm really shooting to get 100 subscribers, and then I'm going to have a happy dance, and I'm going to have a giveaway actually. So everybody that is my first subscribers, my first 100 subscribers, my charter members, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is going to go into a drawing for a gift basket of my favorite things. So make sure that you do that and spread the word. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.